Good morning, fam. Scott with BlackBizCo. And this is going to be your early morning thoughts, EMT. Today's EMT is it's a combination. It's about hunger and procrastination. I can tell you a couple examples of how these two words will affect whether or not you get to your first step of success or whether you make it to the final step. As some of you guys know, myself and my family, we own multiple businesses. They range anywhere from doing nails to running this website, BlackBizCo, to taking up a new venture, and that would be filmmaking and editing, etc., etc. Something that we're learning very slowly, but moving on with it. We have another venture that's really under wraps right now. Just kind of keep it real close to the heart. And I got a lot of people contacting me this morning. Geez. Now, here's the thing. Procrastination, as we all know, will kill everything, right? There's always an excuse when it comes to procrastination. When you know that you should be doing something to get you to the next level, but you're too tired today. You just got to work in 10 hours at work, or the kids is bothering you. There's always an excuse, and we let ourselves fall to that excuse. But when 6 months comes down the line and we haven't finished our initial goal, then we get a little angry with ourselves, and even turn that anger to jealousy to the outside. And when other people, specifically other black and brown people, reach a level of success that we've yet to obtain. Obviously, we can't be doing that. But you see what evolves out of procrastination: fear, anger, just disappointment. So what I've done over time is to learn to let those things motivate me. As a child, my dad took me to a parade in Sanford. It was my first parade. I think I was in elementary school, and I saw, and I hope she doesn't mind me using her name, this wonderful woman, now this girl at the time, Renella Goldman. She was in the marching band for our elementary school, very front of the band and everything. She had a little recorder, because that's what we had at the time. And I'm just looking at everybody else in there, and I looked at my dad and I said, I could do that. And I wanted to do it. It wasn't that I wanted to do it because I had a passion for it at the time. It was more or less because I saw how showy it was. Everybody came down here to look at you for the Christmas parade. And it was just, I want people to look at me. I want people to notice me. I want to leave a mark on wherever else I decide to go in life. And that itself started this long domino effect of how hungry I truly am and wanted to be successful in life. Yeah, later on, I ended up joining the band and got into, marching band, and it was just a wonderful experience. Without doing that at that time and looking at other people and say, hey, look, I can do that, I wouldn't be anywhere, because my guidance counselor told me something that most people would find discerning, would be very upset. My parents were very upset when they found out that she told me this. My guidance counselor, she said, Scott, you can do too many things. So what is your plan in life? Because if you don't pick one thing that you're good at, you're not going to succeed. And I was a little perplexed, because I want to know, why can't I just do all of them? Why do I have to specialize in one when I can be great in all of it? And that kind of it stuck with me a little bit. So for like almost up to, I can say, a good 5 to 7 years of partying after high school, that was my mantra, because I'm a jack of all trades. I can do just about anything. I never specialized in anything. And I beat myself up now, within the last 5 years, like, what in the heck were you doing? Or the last 3-4 years, whatever. why weren't you using your head? But you spent all this time doing things with people that you find out later on don't even like you, and you had a goal initially and you procrastinated. Well, what it was because I was around people that had everything I had already, or I was probably better than I thought. And so there was no real motivation. I wasn't hungry. I didn't want it anymore until you realize those individuals who were, those individuals that I specifically were partying with and were around, all of them had more money than me, and they all worked within themselves, and they were all white. And when it came down to passing the buck on to the next person, giving these people cannot drive this morning, sorry, the next person the chance to join the family. It almost felt like a mafioso type of thing, like a big old mafia. I could never get that chance from the big boss to be a made man. You know what I'm saying? I never, that one of them opened up businesses for everybody else and gave all of them opportunities, and it just never came down to me. And that's when I started to realize why people take care of themselves. So in order to be put in that position where I can help other black and brown people, I had to be hungry again. So I started paying attention to what the main capos were doing, and pay attention to what the made men were doing, and paid attention to what the boss was doing. And I say these things, I looked at them like this after so many years of looking at them as though they were my equal, and realizing that I was actually the one on the bottom of the totem pole. So I intensively started paying attention to, hey, what are they doing that I'm not? Okay, what kind of money is being transferred here, and why is he spending this? Why? Eventually you can tell they caught on, and a lot of things, words got transferred, specifically the word racism. People got mad and they stopped hanging out with me. But I've gained all the knowledge that I needed to from them at the time, and now I'm so hungry that I would eat your plate. It's not even funny. But like everybody else, like any normal human being, I do succumb to procrastination. So how do I do it? I go online and I look at people who I want to emulate, and people say, emulate or even do better than. Now, people say that's a hateful thing to say. Oh, you should applaud everyone's success. And I do. I applaud everyone's success. But do I want to do better than you? Yes. And that's perfectly fine to want to do better than someone who's doing awesome. All right? I have a couple of mentors. I forced them to be my mentors. They didn't have no choice in the matter. I call them when I need some help. I call them when I just want to talk, when I want to hear what their voice sounds like, because the sound of their voices alone make me angry. Like, how dare they talk to me so majestically, like nothing in the world bothers them, because they've reached a level of success where I just haven't reached just yet. Now, that doesn't say that I dislike them or anything. I don't dislike them. I love them very, very much, because they allow me to use their time and their voices to jumpstart me anytime I fall into a slump of procrastination. So I get hungry again, and I remember what the food tastes like. And when you don't have that success, that level of a win in your column in a while, you start getting hungry again. And you want to know what it feels like to finally succeed at something that you've been trying for so long. So black people, specifically, but people of color in general, I can't stress to you, I can't stress this enough. Find your way of defeating procrastination. For some people, it's fear. They have a fear of failure. For other people, it's always a monetary thing, or the time's not right, or they're mentally not there yet. And find a way to beat it. All right, because not until you beat it, you won't be able to eat. And I want all my people to eat. I want the people of all colors to eat, but I want all my people to eat. So, yep, that's the early morning thoughts. Procrastination and hunger, how they tie in together. As always, I love talking to you people. You can definitely contact me through the information down below. All my information is below. Follow me on all social media, findblackbiz.com, or excuse me, findblackbiz, and then, you can go to findblackbiz.com to find more videos like this and other articles pertaining to things that black people go through, such as hair, nails, everyday horrible and great news, and life hacks and such. So the only leaving advice that I can give you guys is, as much as possible, do it as much as you can. If you can do it every day, do it. If you can do it every week, do it. If you do it once a month, do it. To always think, act, buy black. I love you guys.